Ladies and gentlemen, federal employees, if you're looking for a financial planner as a federal employee, there's very specific things that you should be looking for. And by the way, I'm a financial planner, so I'm going to give you the inside scoop. And I know not all of you can hire me. I definitely know that. So whenever you're looking for somebody, here are the three things that we're going to talk about today that you want to make sure you find in whoever is right for you. So let's talk about it. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Dallin Haas. I'm a financial planner. I serve feds every day, and I love it. Let's talk about it. Number one, you want to make sure whoever you're talking to is competent in the skills, in the areas you need them to be competent in. Because I promise you, nobody is good at everything. That's just how life is. You know that in your profession, there's no way to know every aspect of it. Like, for example, let's use doctors as an example. Is your advisor kind of like a general practitioner, like a family office, like a family clinic, right? Where they kind of see a little bit of everything, but they're not specialists? Or are they a knee surgeon where they just do knees all day long, right? There are different types of advisors out there that focus on different things. And some are just generalists. Some will kind of work with anyone, but they'll only help them with certain aspects, right? Is your advisor you're talking to, are they competent in the areas that you're looking for? For example, do they help with investments? Do they help with tax planning? Do they help with estate planning? Do they help with your insurance? What about all your federal benefits? Do they understand it, right? Because a lot of our clients come to us from other advisors because they got sick of having to explain their federal benefits to their advisor, right? And even though they had questions, and the client had questions themselves on their benefits, the advisor knew nothing about it. And so they were kind of sick of that, right? But it depends. Not everyone is looking, not everyone needs or wants someone that specializes in federal benefits like we do, right? It just depends. What areas are you looking for help? Do they actually help in those areas? Those are the questions. Are they competent in the things you need them to be competent in? Next, and this one's huge. How are they paid? How are they paid? Because by knowing how they are paid, it shows you what they're incentivized to do. And the same applies for us, right? If we're paid to do a certain thing, we're probably going to do more of that thing, right? And there's really just a couple different categories. There's really three main categories of advisors that do different things. Number one, there's advisors that sell products for commissions, okay? There's advisors that sell products for commissions. That's how they get paid. Where they're going to sell you a life insurance policy or an annuity. They're going to sell you some sort of product, and they're going to get a commission on it, right? And so that person, that's how they get paid. Then they're going to be incentivized to sell those products, even if the product maybe doesn't fit for you perfect. That's the sad part. Well, I'm not opposed to people making money, right? But it makes me sad when people kind of get pushed into a product that may make sense because that's the product that this person sells. And so this person has a hammer and everything looks like a nail to that, right? Even if it's not a nail, it looks like one because of their incentivized to see that, right? So that's number one, is how do they get paid? Well, actually, let me explain the other ways people can get paid. The other common ways, I should say. Some people simply just charge for, let's say, hourly. They say, look, if you want to sit down with us for an hour, this is what it costs. If you want us to be your financial planner, we'll charge you this much per month. Just like a fixed dollar amount, right? That is how some people get paid. They just have a fixed fee. This is our fee in dollars, right? Boom. This is what it costs to work with us, whether monthly or one time, whatever. There's different variations depending on what they're doing for you. And last but not least, there are those that charge percentages, like they will actually manage your investments for clients, and they'll charge a percentage of what they manage. And here at our firm, now, by the way, this is as of the recording of this video. Our firm might very well change how we structure things in the future. But as of today, right, we do a combination of these two things. Where when it makes sense to help manage investments, we're doing that. If people are looking for not that, they just want one-time help, we sometimes do that. Now, we're doing less than this over time. But as of now, this is how we're structured. Again, I'm sure things will adjust over time, especially if you see this long time in the future. That's just where we're at, okay? So that's the next thing to understand is What are their fees? How do they get paid? Does that cause any conflict of interest that you aren't okay with, right? That is the one thing to consider. And the question that you should always ask, whether it's your financial planner or your plumber or anyone else, is, okay, this is the fee I'm going to pay for this professional. Is the service, is the value that I'm going to get by working with them worth a multiple of that fee? That's the question, right? And our philosophy here at our firm is we certainly believe and are confident that, look, the value we're going to bring is going to be worth a multiple or fee. And if we can't do that, that's a problem, right? That's a problem. And either we fix it with our clients or we part as friends, right? That's our philosophy is, look, if we can't make up for our fees and just what we do for you, there's a problem somewhere, right? That's our philosophy on it. Last but not least, do you like your advisor? Do you like your advisor? Our clients, the people we work with, certainly the goal, the vast majority of the time, is to be together for a long time, to make sure we're there every step of the way throughout their retirement, to make sure they can get the most out of their money and their retirement and help with every aspect. Because there's tons of stuff that comes up throughout retirement. Do you like them? If you're going to work with an advisor for a long time, I sure hope you like them and that they're not annoying, right? These are the big questions that I would ask, that I would think about if you're looking to hire a financial planner. And again, financial planner, and certainly us here at our financial planning firm, we're not a fit for everyone. We get it, right? You can check out our website for the people we work with and stuff like that. We don't work with everyone. But for the people we do make sense to work with, we try to do the best we can. Try to give exceptional service. That's the goal. That's the goal. That's what we strive for. And we there's always mistakes, right? There's no such thing as perfection, but we're hopefully moving towards that a little bit every day. So I hope that's helpful. It gives you some sense for what you should be looking for in a financial planner. And I'll see you guys in the next video.